What's your opinion on buying music on vinyl? What do you think about the future of vinyl?
Well,
an often asked question.
No, well, not so often actually. Not so often. A lot talked about by people, but not so much asked as a question in an interview. I mean, I run a label that releases almost entirely only vinyl, and I love vinyl records. And there's a link with like reggae music and vinyl because reggae music deals with like heritage and culture and tradition, so and roots exactly, and where people are coming from. Then there is a connection, and like the sound system scene is there's a lot of technology now, but you still, you've got a preamp and a hand-built sound system and an MC or whatever. It's quite a traditional thing. And with my record label, it's the same. It's kind of releasing brand new music that's made with really modern equipment, but releasing it on vinyl is kind of it's a tradition within reggae music. And now, back in the day, 70s, 80s, 90s, people bought a lot of records, and they don't so much anymore, but there's still a hardcore of people that love to buy their records and love to buy their music on vinyl.
Maybe it's a way to feel it more close.
Yeah, people feel, because you're buying into it, and it's that kind of, it becomes about the object as well as the music. You actually want, it's the printed label and the piece of plastic. Yeah, exactly. You've got to look after it. Exactly, you have to take care of it. It's something that's like, and even though records are pressed, by the 100 and 1,000, each record is unique in its own way. It crackles in different places, and it's an analog thing. So they're quite beautiful things. And that's kind of part of the whole collecting thing as well within reggae music. But at the same time, personally, I'm not so attached to vinyl because I've got a lot of records, and I still release records. But when I play music, I play from my laptop, and when I'm travelling, I listen to music on my iPod. And I find it hard to listen to reggae music on vinyl or any music on vinyl because it's quite time consuming, and I'm just too busy to do that. And for me, the music's the most important thing, and the only reason people play music on vinyl in the world of reggae is because that was the only way to play it back in the day. If King Tubby could have put stuff on MP3, he would have put it on MP3s. He wouldn't have chosen, he didn't choose vinyl because he was nostalgic and dewy-eyed about it. It was like that was the only way. So, and there is a history in reggae of using vinyl, and I enjoy that, and I like being part of it, and I feel very proud of making a label that contributes to that. But at the same time, it's all about the music. So if the vinyl does completely finish, then reggae and dub will still continue. And I'd like vinyl to continue because it's lovely stuff, but the most important thing is the music.
Talking about internet and about downloads, both in payable way, I mean, also free download, some releasing for free music. Also if you buy vinyl, but also about illegal download.
Well, it happens.
Still,
how do I feel about illegal downloads? And
when you make a music, but still knowing that downloading, for example, in places far away is the only way for your music to get there.
It's what we call a double-edged sword. It's like on the one side, because people download it for free, they don't buy it anymore, and that makes it harder for people like me to survive, because years ago we sold more records, more CDs, which brought us more money, which meant that we didn't have to go out and get a job in a factory somewhere. We could have the time to spend on making music and to reinvest on working with artists and physically on the studio as well. All that takes money, so you need to bring money in to do that. And most importantly, you need to bring money in for yourself to have the time to do it, because making music is very time consuming. Now that is much more difficult now because people don't buy music so much. But the other side of it is because everybody shares music, it now goes everywhere, and you almost don't need to market your music. I mean, you still do. I push my music hard, but it gets to all sorts of places it never would have done, and that helps music. So it's harder financially, but it's also amazing to see how it does travel. It's like now we're doing this radio interview and this will be broadcast on the internet. Now when people log on, they could be in the UK, they could be in the Ukraine, exactly. They could be in the USA, you know, yes. Or they could be, you know,
it goes everywhere.
They could be anywhere. So
the double-edged sword describes it best, I think.
Or maybe just a short time until people will understand and find a way to. I mean, now it's the possibility to.
I think you can control illegal downloads somehow
by
releasing
not necessary.
As soon as you make your music, but you have to make your music available at high quality somewhere.
Yeah.
So as soon as you do that, somebody will either copy it from the vinyl or take it from the CD, and it will find its way out to people. So. But also, the other thing is that I've always, back in the day, I used to tape music. I used to buy music, but I used to tape it as well. And now I still buy music, but I also do download stuff as well. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
Yeah.
So I'm part of that whole process as well. So, you know.
Yeah. For people to know that if they really like the thing that they downloaded, they can try and buy 1, 2, 3. I mean, buy spend some money on
the most. Try to buy it.
And also people realizing that the money. I mean, because of the way the music industry has been structured over the years, people know that a lot of money has gone to record labels and whatever, and a lot of money has gone to artists. Artists who are successful are generally very rich, but a lot of music does go to the label and whatever. But these days, with independent distribution and
you can
internet distribution, and you know that money is going to go straight back to the artist. So
put it in a PayPal account, and that's it.
And you can buy some more gadgets on eBay. And
this is a big step forward.
Yeah, for sure.
Where will you travel next from here? I mean, you will go back to.
Yeah, I'll go back to the UK tomorrow, and then next week I'm going to Copenhagen to a music conference called WOMEX, which is like a world music conference. Just to.
Are you a guest?
Yeah, but not as a performer, but as just for the label, just to find out about distribution and to see if I can help get Scoops and Vibronics music out. Especially outside of Europe. Then after that, I play just outside Venice, and then the week after that, it's in Geneva in Switzerland, and then the week after that, we're going to Shanghai, and then Manila in the Philippines, and then we get back, and the day after we get back, we go to Italy, and then the week after that, we go somewhere else as well. Can't remember where, but
so
it's a lot of
You're
travelling.
not staying home.
No, I'm never at home. If you're a musician and you like to travel, it's kind of impossible to have a normal life. So
it's very big, I think, spreading all over.
I'm
doing exactly what the internet does, but doing
doing it manually myself.
I just wanted to ask about future projects. To say a little about the latest 12 collection, 7 inches.
Yeah.
Where come the idea from to do it like this?
Well, I like 7 inches are a great format. They're kind of disastrous financially because they're quite expensive to make and you don't get much money for them. But they're a 7-inch single with a big hole in it in the middle is just a classic reggae icon, and it's great to put you as a reggae producer to make reggae music in this classic reggae format is a wonderful thing. But most people who buy records are record collectors. Most people who go out and dance and enjoy music or listen to it in the car or wherever, they don't buy it. They just like music. They like a bit of dub music and they'll listen to it when they go out. But a few people, they really love it and they'll buy it and they collect it. So with my sort of record label head on, I'm thinking, well, how can I appeal to the collectors more? And it's like, well, a collectible series is a nice thing. So if you're a collector, then you provide, to be provided with the opportunity to create a collection of some kind is a good thing. And I was thinking, well, I make a lot of music in the studio. I release quite a lot of music, and it's like I want to do some 7 inches. I've done a lot of 10 inches, and I'm like, okay, I want to release this track, and I'm like, well, there's quite a lot there. It's like there's 12 there, and it's like, well, there's 12. Maybe we should do one a month, and that would be kind of an interesting thing to do. And it worked really well. People really liked it. Every month it's like, what's going to be the next one? And a lot of people bought them all, and they bought the whole series. And I asked people at the end of the year to send in photos of themselves with all 12 records, and quite a few people sent their pictures in. I've got a good collection of like people there, and the funny thing is there was only a couple from the UK. France has been good to us. We've had a lot of great shows there, met a lot of nice people there, so I wanted to try and do some collaborative project with France, and I really enjoy doing remixes. So I thought, well, I'd do some French remixes and maybe turn that into an album, and I've been working on that all year, and now it's ready, and it'll come out in March next year, most likely on Hammer Bass Records out of Paris, and it's remixes of a lot of the kind of the sort of left field French dub artists and the UK dub influenced French artists. So think people like High Tone, Zenzilli, Brain Damage, Ezekiel, but also Weeding Dub, Webcam Hi-Fi, No More Babylon, Kanka, OBF, Jasin,
so this is
the whole load. So that's coming out
soon
in March next year.
Whoa.
We came here last year and we played at the One Love Festival last year, and apart from Mr. Parvez being bitten by lots of mosquitoes, we had a great time, and in this kind of crazy forest, like deep in the sort of, it felt like being deep in the jungle, but it was actually just outside Bucharest. And for us, it's great to go and play places like, you know, like Paris Dub Station, where it's really well established, everybody knows about dub music, and to play in London or places where people really know and understand the music and there's big tradition. It's great to play those places, but also we enjoy playing places where it's new to people, and I personally take it as my sort of personal mission to try and take UK dub to new audiences, and playing places like Romania is a great opportunity. So with you guys, you know, inviting me and the guys to come over and play last year was a great experience for us. And okay, it's a small festival, only starting, but it's one that we remember, because it's like, yeah, we went to Romania, that was crazy, what a great experience that was. But people really enjoyed it, and we really enjoyed playing there as well.
Be back.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Great.
That's the plan. So
try and make sure of that.
And just, you know, just good luck with trying to create a reggae scene, because I've been doing it a long time now, and I've seen scenes grow from nothing into small underground scenes, also bigger sort of scenes as well, but generally grow from very little into a scene. So, and at the beginning of starting a scene, it's always difficult because it's the struggle, and it's still a struggle now. I've been doing it a long time, and it's not an easy thing to do, but it continues. But scenes can grow, so, you know, you're doing the right thing here. So
we give thanks for being part of the beginning of reggae scene in Romania.
For setting the first stones.
Great.